Hello, I'm Carol Omer, creator of the Big Girls Little Colouring Book. In this series of videos, we're going to explore all of the mandalas in the Big Girls Little Colouring Book. And this week, we're looking at change. Change is at the root of the creativity tree. It's the third mandala in the book and is an exploration and a meditation about the nature of change. Change is intrinsic to life. For many people, change can be thrust upon them, or change is something that we seek, but we may not know how to create it. Sometimes change is imminent, like if maybe for women when children are going to be leaving home, we know that change is looming. And change is a natural part of our own personal seasons and cycles, and that's why we've used the tree. Change can be really confronting. It can appear out of nowhere when an unexpected change comes in, like a sudden death or the end of a relationship. Then there's also the kind of change that we're looking for. We want to be creating something new or exploring life differently, but that can bring problems of uncertainty and a degree of insecurity. And then there's a kind of change that's not necessarily here yet, but it's imminent. So an example of that would be for a woman who her children will be leaving home in the next couple of years, and she knows that life is going to be very different, that there's change in the wind. And of course, as women, we hear about the midlife change as we move into a different cycle of our life. So I've used the tree as a metaphor for change. The roots are deeply grounded, and above the ground, the tree is in a constant state of evolution. So in the autumn time or the fall, the leaves of the tree fall to the earth and they return into the soil. The winter time, the tree is barren of leaves often. And then in the springtime, we see the new growth come in. There's flowers and there's a sign of new growth. Often birds are resting in the trees, nesting. And then we see the leaves grow again, so there's that constant cycle of change and evolution. The word itself in the mandala is actually an acronym, and change stands for creating happiness and new growth every day. And some people might suggest that those kind of things are a bit of a pop psychology, where if we just think good things will happen. But the reality is, we can use our thoughts and strategize change in very simple ways. So if we're facing enormous changes, we can think, well, what's something I can do to move through this unexpected stage of life? We can draw on the wisdom of the tree and look at how there's many different branches that leave that one main trunk. And that in those branches, some are small, some are new saplings, some are solid branches. And like change, some things we've already established, we've already experienced different changes that we've overcome or mastered. And then we're looking to do new changes. So by using that metaphor of the tree, we're engaging with the laws and the rhythms of nature. Often people look for answers in books and seminars and videos, and these are all very worthwhile pursuits, but it's a really good idea to get our hands involved and to get our imagination and nature, because Mother Nature really has so many of the lessons and the answers that we're looking for. So when we engage with the tree in the mandala of change, keeping in mind that acronym, creating happiness and new growth every day, we meditate on the simple steps that we can take to bring about the changes or to co-create with the natural laws of life. And that way we're embracing change, we're stepping willingly into changes, and we're recognising that we have resources at our fingertips that are there and ever present for us.